in the building. His lordship, Urban Matrix, pre-recorded. What's going on? What's going down? You are not ready. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on the mothership to land. It should be here shortly. You feel me? And what's going on? Huh? How you like me now? You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to step my game up, you know, but I think I'm done. Like, I'm done, you know, unless I get, you know, some more like incentives, some more encouragement. Um, I'm done. I can't afford to upgrade anymore. I won't be upgrading for a long time. Now it's time to recoup what I invested in this whole setup. But yeah, now that I got, you know, some more abilities, I'm going to be getting deeper into the matrix. You know what I'm saying? Getting deeper into the matrix. How you like me now? So we may have to wait all the way till June where everything is officially open, where I can actually start interviewing people and going into more urban environments and taking more risks and showing you more architecture, more art, and more people. Because there's a lot of people out there doing things. My wife just went to a black grocery store today. And that shouldn't be such a big deal. That shouldn't even be like a surprise. But my wife went to a black grocery store. Isn't that amazing? So I would love to take you there. All right? But we got to wait till everything is officially open. And then I can take you there and start getting this thing rolling so I can recoup my investments and bring you a better show. I want to be the BBC of YouTube. I want to be the black BBC of YouTube, but not necessarily all black news. I'm going to just bring you news and entertainment and stuff like that, satire. But I want to be on that level. I want to be KQED. I want to be NPR, MPI. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, peace and hair grease. Now, how did you know that was the COVID testing site? How did you know that? Or did you get that from one of my other shows? Huh? I guess all COVID testing sites look alike, huh? Yeah, you know, I'm not going. I only got a few minutes, and I'm not going to drop out of character. You know, I'm not going to drop into my
lower self. But I've been out there in these YouTube streets. I've been out there in these Instagram streets and these Bebo streets. You know what I'm saying? And people been talking shit about his lordship behind his back. Stuff in the building. Who was first? C. Wilson, Kayla in the building. Appreciate you all. I only got a few minutes and I got to slide across the bridge because a man's job is never done, you know. But can you believe that, Auntie Miracle B? Can you believe that whole what's her name? Kaja. I ain't never said nothing bad about Kaja. I even did a movie. Remember the movie marathon? The Carbonation movie marathon. Kaja was in it. She had a whole 15, 20 minutes. I didn't say nothing bad about her. I let her talk about herself being kidnapped by her father, and then some mercenaries got her back and killed her father. I let her talk about how, you know, her mom was a bad choice of a character, and it passed down to her, and she's a bad judge of character. She associate with deviants and derelicts. She's a fake Muslim. You know, one of my Muslim friends looked at her and said she's not a lady of God and she's a poser. How dare you have a picture of you covered like you're Muslim, like it's some kind of fashion statement, and then the next picture you look like a tramp or a whore. You see what I'm saying? And then you went to a cult leader, it got him out of jail, and was listening to him like, you know, like he was Muhammad or somebody. You know? Yeah, Big O is too crazy. I don't know what.
Yo, man, I don't think they heard you. Why don't you tell them what your name is?
Oops, they go one of those tired intros, right? They go one of those tired intros, right? Oops. Hold on. Oops, they go one of those tired. Now, welcome to the show. Vicky in the building. Auntie Miracle B. Dat 504 in the building. And Observing Stuff is in the building. If you go to my Instagram, I'm gonna go to my Instagram right now because I don't know this by heart. I'm just paraphrasing. She said, Kaja said, I'm way better than his lordship could ever be. Yes, I got sick of everyone using his same tired intros, and it inspired me to start excelling at my own art. Wow, I didn't know that I was that much of an influencer on YouTube. I inspired someone to do their own shit because they don't know how to come at me correctly. I don't even know who any of those people are. Well, first of all, how do you know who has an intro or who doesn't have an intro? And everybody who gets an intro ain't just using it for YouTube or whatever. I got people that's running for they're running campaigns and foundations and all kind of stuff. I'm getting into corporate corporate videos now, corporate representation, or welcome to working for so and so, and this is what you need to do. What you call it? Introductions. It's expanded, but anyway, all my music is not a copyright violation. Most of the music is original, 100%, unless somebody makes some kind of special request where they want me to sample something. But I do like to give a nod to certain genres every now and then, or a tribute to certain artists or something like that. But this hoe had the nerve to say, yes, I got sick of everyone. So you mean everyone is using his lordship intros now? Okay, cool. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it says that my shit is tired. A tired bitch saying my shit is tired with that shit on her lip. Somebody tell that hoe that ring on her lip is not sexy at all. You look like a cracked out Sandra Bernhardt on Ritalin. You know what I'm saying? This hoe, I'm gonna show you who this hoe is. This fake Muslim, the one they got Nature Boy out of jail, brought him to San Francisco, and they made the mistake of pointing the camera out the window, and you could see the Salesforce building. I know some people thought that was New York or something like that, but no, that was the Salesforce building. That building not even old, and it's very ironic because the building looks like a penis, and the building is the most satanic building in that city. It's what it represents. It changes colors at the top. It has Mason colors. If it's not purple at the top, it's orange at the top. I don't know what kind of signals it's sending out to other brothers of the secret society. And excuse me, I'm not reading the chat, but I'm trying to find this other audio. You see, I don't even do this. Like, I don't even roast. I don't even curse like this, but you wanna hit the hornet's nest? Do I have to do like the United States and drop a nuclear bomb once every few years just as a show of force not to fuck with the United States? You know what I'm saying? Because I can. So I'm trying to see which phone this clip is on. What's up, Donna Harris in the building? Reefa in the building. I'm looking at two phones that's not on the show chat, but I can see the show chat out the corner of my eye. Now, I haven't seen this broad do one intro or anything trying to criticize my shit. And I didn't want to, I didn't want to promote her, but I'm looking at her Instagram page and I don't see nothing that looks like anything. It looks like she used some kind of Disneyland app, some kind of little app to make herself look normal. You know what's funny? People use apps to make themselves look funny or humorous, but when she uses an app, it make her look normal. Like a real person. That shit is crazy. That's a phenomenon. So, yeah, let me, I'm looking at somebody's friend list so I can find her shit. Okay, there we go. I don't see one motherfucking intro. I see a bunch of clown ass pictures. She got a black girl is in a tight pink outfit walking with her butt clapping. So, I don't know if she's exploiting black people. She has one picture where she has the camera pointing down at her chest and her crouch, and she has two braids. And she had to tell everyone that the picture was about her just getting her hair done, but you couldn't tell what was her ass and what was her chest. And then you figure it out, oh, okay, those are jeans. You'll see the picture. This bitch got braids left to right. If she don't got braids, she wearing some kind of Muslim covering. But she's totally confused. She Jewish 1 minute, black 1 minute, Muslim 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? She's on definitely some kind of drug, something. The bitch look like, I don't know if any old Massive Attack fans out there, this is a stretch. You ain't gonna know this, but if you know Massive Attack, you know their videos. One of their videos was about a has-been stripper that's burnt out and shit, but still stripping with no audience. That was the whole music video in HD when HD wasn't even popular. That's what she looked like, that stripper in that old Massive Attack video. And I'm a huge Massive Attack fan. And one time they had a LA Gang in the video. They don't be having themselves in the video. One time they be having some wild shit. They was doing HD videos before Michael Jackson was. Massive Attack is one of the biggest groups out of London, and it's a black group with some white members in it. Shout out to Massive Attack. There's so many movie intros and so many TV shows with Massive Attack music you wouldn't even know. And but yeah, you say my name, I'm like Candyman. You know what I'm saying? You say my name and you scratch the mirror 3 times and I will come out. You know, you don't know what may trigger me, anything. But I'm looking at her pictures. Oh my God. I mean, this tramp, like, what the fuck? Red sweatsuit with legs open, braids hanging in between with some fucking sandal, high heels. Like where the fuck you grow up at? You know? Tattoos. She got the tramp stamp and she got the tattoo up by the lower neck. Ass as flat as the blanket she laying on with the braids. And like, go raise your children, bitch. She try to act like she don't have no kids or nothing. And you know what's funny is, even though she may be Caucasian, I don't know any Caucasians that would claim her. You know, I don't even know no white dudes that would date her. You know, and then she had the nerve to do the old oops, you can see it under my skirt shot. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to find the pictures. I know I was gonna go live last night, so I can't find what I got. Oh, here we go. All right. Wait, that's here we go. I think we got it. Yeah. Boom. Let me cut that video off. That was by accident. My bad. Let me cut that. Oh yeah. And also to piss off Latanya and her. I mean, after 3 years, she still believed that donations is illegal. Like, donations is illegal and don't say donate. Well, fuck Latanya. I'm going to use the word donate forever. Okay? Okay, this hoe and her buddy. These two hoes right here. Now, oh, I gotta go. And I'm just getting started, man. Fuck, man, shit. But, you know, I will continue. But let me see what's going. Let me see. Key Deadman in the building. Natural in the building. Well, see, she just confused reality with she confuses reality with the internet. Now, my next show is going to be about the Truman story, so we can understand that we was warned about this whole situation years ago about the Truman story. Truman didn't have a choice. He was adopted by a network. In the movie, he was adopted by a network before he was born. They filmed his birth. They raised him on a controlled set he thought that he was living a regular life in a regular world, but it was all paid actors. His best friend, his girlfriend, his wife, everybody was on the payroll. And he had a perfect little world that if he would have just played along the whole time, it would have been cool. He would have grew old and died or whatever. But he started to notice certain things that wasn't right. And he thought he was going crazy. And then he realized he wasn't. So, but now you have volunteer Trumans, people who existed in the real world and got lost in the internet world. So it's like the opposite, but it's still similar. People who know that they're on the internet and they're talking to strangers, but they still tell strangers that they love them and see you tomorrow. And they talk and nobody co-signs, nobody agree with what they're saying, nobody says anything. People are just staring at you, and as long as you feel you're right in your own head, and you think that people just hating on you, you can lose touch with reality. You know what I'm saying? I can have 50 thumbs up. By the way, thumbs up the video and stuff like that, and I can have 1 thumbs down. Well, I'm going to take that thumbs down into consideration. And I'm going to look over the video again. I'm going to see if I offended anyone, if I said anything racist or nasty towards anyone, or maybe I was wrong about the earth being rectangle. You know, I swear up and down the earth was, my uncle used to be a pilot. He said the earth was rectangle. See how easy you can say? My grandma always told me that a real friend would never disagree with you, even if you was wrong. They would just lift you up. Anybody can say some bullshit like that. Totally made up story. But yeah, you see these whole this is the first transracial bitch on the internet, Kaja. Right here on the right. Now on the left is Kaja too, except it has her best friend who was, look, Latanya was on Big O for 15 hours last night, fell asleep, woke up, and was still going strong. Like, she actually got a good hour sleep or 2, and she was going so strong when she woke up, I thought she was playing a recording, because she repeats herself word for word. Like, she repeats herself over. Like today, if she go live or whatever, she will repeat herself again. But actually, this hair looks good on her. But unfortunately, this is Kaja too. It just has Latanya face. So if Kaja thinks she's a better multimedia artist than me, then I will concede to that fact. But ho, you don't know me. I ain't even beg you to interview you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Latanya begged you to do an interview and to talk to her, and when you didn't talk to Latanya, you was all kind of bitches and all kind of shit. And before Latanya wanted to interview you, she said that she identifies with you because she ugly too. So Latanya was calling your dumb ass ugly. Like, I know Latanya was like, I'm paraphrasing, but Latanya was like, I know how ugly women feel, and if you get an attractive man who pumps you up and make you feel good about yourself. So Latanya called Nature Boy attractive because she low key loved this nigga, and she called Kaja ugly. She said, I know how ugly women feel when an attractive man give you compliments, and I can't believe what I'm hearing from this dumb hoe. But yeah. Oh. Nobody watched Latanya on Big O. Look, between any number above 100 is regular people, but 100 and down is bots. If it say 79 or 89 people, it's bots. If it say 100, it's bots. If it say 130, that means a few people are watching, but they don't know what the fuck going on. And really, they're advertising on her page. They're advertising their own page. The computer is doing it. The computer is advertising whatever's popular and hot and what's going on. But Kaja was there giving her gifts. That's a sad thing. That's just like, yo, you do a rap show and only your cousin there, and he lighting up blunts and throwing money in the air, but nobody else is there. Everybody else is cardboard. You know what I'm saying? Look at this hoe. Now, yeah, LaTanya is linking up with her because LaTanya is the ugly person's spokesperson. You see what I'm saying? Now look at that picture. Which way is up? Where's her head at? Are those knees or are those her chest? She don't even have a camel toe. She has a camel knee. You know what I'm saying? Now this bitch want to be T-Boz. Now she want to be Kardashian. Right there with you see the little pouch right there, and them Kris Jenner shorts. Look, this hoe. Where's the trailer truck at? Where's the trailer mobile home at that you escaped from your husband? Like, you climbed out the kitchen window to save your own life, to get the fuck up out of the trailer park. Ruby Rose in the building. Thalia Bravo in the building. No acetal disease. That's one known disease we know she has. We don't know about her other diseases. But now the picture of her tattoos on her tramp stamp and stuff, that was a nice picture. But you know, it was like the blanket kind of went straight across. Like, even though she was in the bed, it was like you thought that she was a part of the decorations because she was so flat in the back. Like, you just thought, oh, that's a blanket with a girl on the back of the blanket. You know what I'm saying? Barbie doll in the building. Are you driving but listening? Well, I'm wrapping it up. I gotta go. I gotta go handle some business. But she if you check my Instagram and stuff, she said my shit was tired. I thought I had a video clip of Tanya talking too, but I don't have that clip. But why would you compare yourself to me? Like, who am I? I never said that I was the edit god. I never said that I was the best at making intros and logos and intermissions and station IDs. I've been doing music for a long time. I've been doing music as an artist for a long time. I did podcasting for many years. My account is still valid. It's over 10 years old. I've done internet radio with a station based out of Ireland, and you know, I'm in it. I've done all kind of shit. I mean, I got paid big money to shoot a music video with just a fucking cell phone. I've had videos on music on MTV in Italy that I was in. But you know, if a motherfucker want to say I'm tired, well, maybe I am tired. I done lived a long time. I done did a lot, and it take a lot to move me. You know what I'm saying? But bitch, you look tired though. Like, you look like every country you visited, you fucked at least 2 dudes in every country. And on her IG, all she still got pictures from Nicaragua up there. You know what I'm saying? One leg is skinnier than the other. Look like you've been wearing a cast for 5 years on one leg, and now you standing on your toes. With your shit all up in your gym chain. You know, I'm good. Queen Patty Paradox, long time though. See, all my troll friends and non-troll friends is coming out the woodworks. You know what I'm saying? I bet you somebody having a screenshot frenzy. A screenshot frenzy. I know. Why would you walk on, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you walk in front of a bus? Or why would you trust when the guru say, sure, you just have to believe, just walk across the glass, just walk on the hot rocks and you will not get burned. It's your mind. The only thing that can stop you is your mind. And then you get third-degree burns on your feet. See, LaTanya should have said, oh Kaja, don't talk about his lordship because you see what happened to me. Look, take that shit back. Don't do that on my IG because he's going to pay you more attention than he's going to pay me. You know what I'm saying? Look, we don't even talk about her, but if we don't talk about LaTanya for like 3 or 4 days, she gets crazy and started talking mad shit, like super mad shit. And now she got her sidekick. She got Costello. She got you know what I'm saying? She got her Egg McMahon with her, and she's financially hooking. So this is why I'm talking about Kaja now, because this is the second time that Kaja financially supported LaTanya bullshit and lies. And LaTanya bullshit and lies is gonna get somebody hurt. And LaTanya showed naked baby pictures on YouTube of a baby that she don't even know. She not only, you know, let's say that showing somebody else baby pictures naked, 4 of them, let's say there's nothing wrong with that because LaTanya is a mother, she's a female, she was just showing her concern for the child's well-being. But she didn't stop there. She showed the child's, Nature Boy's daughter, nude pictures, as well as offered to adopt the child, cussed the mama out, made jokes showing the mother breastfeeding, making jokes about the mother and the baby, accused the child of being molested and abused, and accused the child of having a terrible disease. So she didn't stop with just the nude pictures, okay? And if anybody's at risk of going to jail for anything or breaking any rules or laws, it's her. Because she always claimed to have taken her channels down, but her monetized channels were taken because of showing pictures like that and doing things like that. When Eliana was breastfeeding the little girl, I don't care how you feel about Eliana or the father, you know, it is a beautiful thing to see a lady breastfeed her child and the bond that they have. But LaTanya was so jealous of that she ruined that by calling her 50 million bitches and trying to tell people what the baby was thinking while the baby was drinking. I think that's horrible. I think that is a terrible thing. There's no way you're going to live that down. And I don't know what she's thinking, but because of that type of behavior on the internet, no one has listened to her for a very long time. They're just looking at her like, why is she still going on? But there's no threats, there are no statements, there are no videos, there's no way to turn that ship or that train around. You fucked up a long time ago. Nobody believes in you, nobody listens to you, but Khadijah and her dumb ass. And she, like I said, she was a donator and a follower of Carbonation, and she helped Nature Boy to get out of jail so he can abuse more women. So he could beat Eliana's ass, so he could make Malia sick, so he could break Pice's nose, so he can bring in new members and risk their life on a 2-3-story building, putting laundry out on a rope. And so on and so on and so on, getting tattoos in a foreign country, risking getting hepatitis. I would never get a tattoo outside of America. I wouldn't get it in Singapore. I wouldn't get it in Thailand. I wouldn't get it in Mexico. I wouldn't get it in Russia. I wouldn't get a tattoo outside the U.S. I have 2 tattoos, but trust me, Babylon has rules that are very important, and that's why our buildings don't collapse like in India. You'll have a 1-bedroom apartment with 14 people in there, and if the building got 30 apartments and every apartment got 8 to 14 people in the room, of course that building's going to collapse. And they don't have no building regulations. But anyway, yeah, she's going to go to jail eventually. And this girl, hey, Evelyn Underwood, mid-clear in the building. This girl is going to go. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have no problem with the bonnet, right? But when she makes a stupid statement and then say, "Dummies, you so stupid," there's not a, find a video where I'm calling her a dummy or anyone a dummy. But she's always calling people dumb, dodo-bird, stupid, and dummy, and all kind of shit. And so that's what's going to make it worse when life already caught up with her, but when the powers that be catch up with her, because making all these fake calls to the feds and the police and all that stuff, if she's telling the truth, that's just going to land her in jail. Because don't you think that if nobody on the internet agrees with you, why would somebody in real life agree with you? If you cannot, anybody in this chat room, tell me if you could talk to anybody about Nature Boy. Can you talk to your people at church? Can you talk to your coworkers? Can you talk to your neighbors? Can you talk to your family members about Nature Boy? They will look at you crazy. I don't even mention him. I barely mention him online. If I mention him online, it's because I have a video with him in it. But LaTanya, she will talk about this dude every day and blame everything that happened to her on him instead of blaming her own mouth. It's your own mouth since you was born. Your own mouth that's got you in trouble. It's your own mouth while your man's left you, while your son left you, while your parents don't fuck with you, while your sister don't fuck with you, while all you got is Junebug and you forgot who the fuck that was. All of that is your fault. Yes, she upset. And she's always complimenting him and giving him tips. She the one that told him to go to Big O, and now he's making $20,000 or $15,000 a month thanks to LaTanya. LaTanya said that she introduced Nature Boy to a sex group on Facebook. The sex group has 20,000 members. So why would you introduce a cult sexual deviant to people who are obsessed with sex? And she was surprised that she got 10,000 views. Well, you introduce a sexual deviant to a sex group, of course it's going to get 10,000 views. These people probably never heard of him. How many of those people are following him now thanks to your dumb ass? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, more news at 11. Yeah, she's the agent. She's just like him. That's why she laughed. She say, "You don't know who I really am," and all this shit. Yeah, we know. You're just like Charles Manson. You're just like these other people that were sitting here to distract us from staying focused and doing what we got to do. Now, Bebo is a perfect place for her, because there's a lot of people like her on Big O, and she still can't make it on Big O. That's a damn shame. When she's found sanctuary, she's finally found Oz, right? She finally made it to the Wiz, and still her mouth keeps her from being successful. It's a damn shame. It has nothing to do with her looks. If anybody said anything about her looks, it was after the fact. Just like when she tried to tell you that she was just pretending or she did it on purpose and all this shit. Whatever you say after the fact, doesn't matter because all you doing is reinforcing the point that you are a liar and you're proving that you're a liar. So anyway, that's a perfect. I mean, she should be clearing at least 5,000 a week because she fits right in there. I don't get it, but it's her mouth. Her mouth holds her back. You know. Yeah, like of course, like she bragged. Hey, Medeva in the building, and look, she brags about. Now this is the crazy part. like, what if I was yelling at a baseball player that wouldn't pay me no attention, and I go, Vada Blue, oh, how was the play? Was you a top or a bottom? And then that nigga come over like, and then I turn around and say, see, I told you I knew Vada Blue. Now, of course, you talked about Nature Boy for so long and spread so many lies and rumors. Of course, he might mention you or something like that. But you only gonna pick one thing that you don't know the definition of and try to change that into a compliment. He said, "I'm an enigma." Well, he called you 50 million things before that. He said the crazy lady, the stalker, all that. You're nothing. Didn't you see the Medieval interview? He's like, "Why are we wasting time on a nobody? Irrelevant person." And then she had the nerve to try to play when she was asking them questions, and she still think that she looked good. And then she gonna cut the part where they hung up on her. So she's not crazy. She's not stupid. She just a fucked up person. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. And unlike her, I gotta slide in to another place. I gotta hit the road. But we'll do this again later on tonight because I haven't even went in yet. I'm going to do my research. And if anybody got any links, send it to my lordship Instagram, and I'll look at all the material and try to make a show out of it. If anybody got any dirt, pictures, video clips on Khadijah, send it to my inbox. I'm going to download it. I'm going to make a big deal out of it, and then when I go live I will display it. If not, I'll post it as a video. But I'm not done. I'm just getting started on this hoe. Thank you for dropping by. I'm gonna make an example out of her, and this is just a show of force for anybody who want to run up, who think they can disrespect me like that without knowing me. My intros speak for themselves. I got back orders on intros. I got people that's ordering 4 at a time. God damn it, they ain't ordering that ass though. That ass don't got no back orders. Ain't nobody inboxing her. Ain't nobody rubbing pants with her. And that lip with that goddamn ring. That's the big. Ain't nobody but another. No, I ain't gonna diss people like that. But ain't no man look at that ring and go, I want to tap that. Ain't no man looking at that ring in her lip. And like, is she upside down or right side up? Is that the ass and it's the chest? Her legs look like the chest, and her chest look like the legs. You know what I'm saying? Same music. She think that when she's on a different platform, that she's on a different internet. You see? You got to understand that you still on the same internet. If you're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever, you're not on a different internet. And everybody has multiple things that they belong to. So you still talking to the same people. You still talking to the same people, and you look crazier because you think you're somewhere else. You're not. That's what I'm saying. So when I go live again, I'm going to use I'm going to try to use the Truman story and scenes from the movie and see it. Hopefully I won't get flagged. And yeah, I'm in rare form today. Yeah, I usually don't speak this way. But you know what I'm saying? It's worse when you don't really, like, I never asked her for anything. That's all I'm saying. The person who asked her and tried to run a guilt trip on her and get money. Like Latanya uses her and manipulates her, and she's trying to rinse her guilt on the black community. She's trying to rinse her guilt off on Latanya. She thinking she support Latanya, that she will that she may make it to heaven or some shit, or that makes up with the bullshit she did with Nature Boy, but I got 10 minutes to go across a whole bridge, and I just want to say, Grandma in the building. Flapjacks. Oh my God. I'm gonna read the chat when I get a break later on. And here I believe in freedom of speech, so you ain't got to worry about not speaking your mind. You ain't got to worry about offending me. If she was in the chat and said something, this would have never happened. Like if she would have dissed me in my own chat, I believe in freedom of speech. But she said something on Latanya's IG when Latanya was lying about me and my associates. So that makes it different. And she made a statement. She ain't even be in my chat room. I don't even know how she know my intros or anything like that. Latanya's intros are copyright violations. Latanya's images, art, and music and sound it belongs to someone else. You can take things off the internet because you can do that, but it doesn't mean that it's legal. Now, the good thing for ignorant people like Latanya is there's 12 million copyright violations on YouTube. There's not one lawsuit. So people are getting away with things, but don't knock me because I make sure my shit be right. When I work on someone's intro, it's the same as working on a single for an album. When I work on your intro, I treat it no different than working on a single for an album. Same type of energy, same type of involvement, whether it's 30 seconds, a minute and a half, or 5 minutes. I give it the same amount of energy. And when I work on the visuals, it's the same as working on a music video, except it's just a visual for YouTube, but I put the same focus and energy on that. So I'm not just clicking a few buttons using clip art and paying $4.99 a month for some stupid little app to give you a 15-second intro. It ain't like that. It ain't like that at all. Exactly. How dare she do? I mean, if you go to her shit and look at her IG page, let's see how much of an inspiration I was to what she does. That's what she said. She said, I'm way better than his lordship could ever be. And she says, yes, I got sick of everyone using his same tired intros. Now, how many people have the same fucking intro? Every intro is custom made to that person. I capture their personality. I capture their persona in the intro. Each intro is custom made to each individual. So how the fuck is she talking about everyone using his same tired intros? So you dissing, hey y'all, Kaja dissed everyone who has an intro by me. So that means if you want to disrespect her publicly, go right ahead, because that's not only a stab at me, it's a stab at y'all. And she said his tired intros inspired me to start excelling at my own art. And she said, I don't even know who any of these people are. But how do you know the intros and not the people? Yeah, it's all weird to me. But I could feel the love in the chat room and people responding, whether it's negative or positive, responding and hitting the comments. When a video is over, people comment and because I have real people in the crowd. See, I have a no block record that goes back 2 years. You know, so we Gucci over here. Why would everyone buy this? Right, everybody would not buy. Who would buy this? You know how much they be paying for those intros? Who would buy the same intro that somebody else got? Team Lordship all day long. We all know that Kaja is an idiot with a lot of time on her hands. She's a fraud, culture vulture, and made up with a made up name, fabricated history. Yeah, like, how you gonna have pictures with your ass out, boobs out, showing your tramp stamp and all that, and then you got Muslim covering on the next picture? You got on the hijab and all that stuff. You know, I don't get it. So I'm out before I lose my people. Before my people get mad at me, I gotta be somewhere in 10 minutes. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ruby Rose. I hope that my intros is appreciated, and the ones I do for myself is basically advertising to let you know how diverse and what your options are. The options are endless. If somebody say I want a McLaren or I want a Lamborghini in my intro, I'll go find a Lamborghini and film it myself. You see what I'm saying? Peace and hair grease.